Let's get down to business. So there you go.
Great singing, great singing. 10 out of 10.
So we have Reiner versus Alola here. We already saw this Reiner playing really careful with this like more setup theme, while Alola is playing I would say that like the same style but a little more aggressive in the end.
Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look on the bans here. We see Naga been banned on Reiner's side, and we see that Madrid been banned on Alola's side here. And
Hmm.
Wolfie been picked up. Turok have been picked up. So we know this Turok is a tactical striker, which is going to be good to doing the extra 10% damage on any hold move. Which is not a bad trait itself. In certain scenario, it's actually quite good. But it's also
I
going to be
completely agree with this Moshuk because of tenderness, threatening the Yaller, which is basically the best pick before Moshuk was picked here. So now Kano feels like really good here at this spot.
Yeah, and I mean, if you not only tenderness is good at this point, but also starting to p-jabbing, and you can use, I mean, Stoneball on the target is really doing high damage. You can still do Fergating that's gonna do high damage. If you're running with Rockfall, that's just gonna do really good damage. If you're able to p-jab in both slots, that would be amazing to do.
Ooh, I was not expecting this.
Okay,
I
so
was not expecting Scaravolt being picked here.
I'm thinking that why picking this Garibaldi here, like if we take a look in what Alola having next, like you see Tolkien, you see Barnshee, you see Yukama, Nidrasil, like there's Thames, I mean even mixed, like everything that is left from Alola's side here is gonna take some damage here due to this little Scarabolt here. But it's
Hmm.
now removing the Nidrasil, which means it's not relying on any fire moves. So it can just rely on everything on this electricity move here. So this is not a bad idea out of bringing in Scarabolt, and you can swap it out easily, as he's going to be expecting Stoneball landing on that slot. So anything that could become in that slot, just going to eat it quite well. And okay, so we see that. Okay, so Tolga been banned, and I missed what. Yeah, the Nidrasil were banned, and now we are in the final. So this is gonna be a bloodbath, I'm pretty sure. Or what are you thinking?
Blood battle. You and your Viking slang, I would say. But I love the thermal. So blood battle will be. And yeah, like Scaravolt is being threatened by Turok, but at the same time we have Wolfie with the Plague, which you can do really good damage on Cage Me. Cage Me won't be able to like stay trapped thanks to the Chamomile, but either way it will be really good damage. Like we are seeing a lot of threats here. Moshuk with the uppercut could also hurt a lot, and like with P-jab or even uppercut. And this is something that I never saw before. Like we see a whip here, but no buffs on Cage Me
Oh, I believing that
because of Chamomile,
that because of the chamomile. So
the speed.
the speed is gone due to the chamomile, but it actually is removing the stamina out of it as well. So that's a little bit unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. I never saw this like this way to interact before. And here we see a plague. It's not that much damage thanks to the burn status, but the following Thunder Strike hurts a lot, Cage Me. And now Cage Me only have 90% AGP left, but Stoneball is ready to wreck here. And the mighty Scaravolt, the little Scaravolt actually, is going down.
It's going down. Okay, so Reiner were expecting to have enough damage to still kill Turok, even though with probably with the burn status. But as this came into a swap, Alola knew that if I do this, I'm pretty sure I will still survive, even though Wolf is having 2 times. And that burn definitely saved Turok's flying butt. I'm making content here, okay?
Okay. Here is the wind burst with a sandstorm guaranteeing a kill on Cage Me. So Cage Me won't be able to act this turn. And it looks like it is a free show off for Reiner. Oh, my bad.
Okay, so yeah, the Turok fell just fall down due to the sandstorm, and Yowler were taking a little bit of damage here, but until the point that Chicken came in here, it looks kind of okay for Noah to be on this board, especially getting that show off here.
Yeah, like now if you already got a show off, it might be really good for future content, and it doesn't need to like stay right now facing Chicken, especially with 72% AGP left. Basically a double up on that spot might kill it. And like bringing the problem is that like it can bring Durboros or even Kinu, but a good read from Alola might do a lot of damage on that spot. Well, let's see. And it'll be Kinu. So if Alola decides to go like Farso, no, he decided to go all in with NATO here. Okay, and not only NATO but also Beta Burst to cover the swap from Alola. Sorry, the swap from Yoller, if you didn't swap. And this is something quite good. Once again, the first aid kit proc on Kinu, giving a lot of ADP back for Kinu. But wouldn't you like to sacrifice at this point?
I think yes and no. And the yes part is you're getting a tanky Wolfie, and that's always good. And Reiner does exactly that.
And don't need to say the no part.
No, it doesn't need to.
And here is an energy manipulation trying to make Panzer Fox OX. Let's see if he falls for it. And is Lifosap being used here? No, Sandstorm, so he's going for the kill, but with a price. OX. And Fake Beer is showing so much good things for Chicken here. Because now Chicken has Beta Burst, and even like the Tornado. So when like what Reiner decides to bring, it gets covered. So now with Mix is even better because like it can basically like guarantee mix attacks on that spot, and it's gonna be super effective no matter what.
Okay, but I think we still have to consider that Broccoli might getting cheated out of it due to the Oshidashi or even Savage. Sure, Savage is going to do hot damage. Sure, it doesn't die, but you're putting in a bad spot. We see the Wolf is leaving, letting Adora coming in, potentially see a double come into the slot as a little chip damage from energy manipulation.
Good read. Good read from Reiner, like swapping that to not make like Wolfie losing even more AGP. And here we see a huge damage on Chicken. That is a neutrality Barnshee.
So no exhaustions will apply on that. And Adoro doesn't have enough speed to outspeed Chicken just to try to do enough damage to take care of it. However, it can definitely killing it this turn, but you still need this Adoro for Mashuk in the back line.
Yeah, the game feels really tough for Reiner, but like nothing's decided. It's a pretty open game, I would say. Like Alola has two options here, I would say. You can also swap. I don't know. This would be a huge momentum loss, but like, you can go with chicken attacking like wind moves or mental moves, or the other way, like crystal moves and mental moves on mix. Let's see which one he decided to go. And it will be an energy manipulation, so is crystal spike being used, probably. And yeah, there we go. Here is crystal spike. It doesn't kill Shanatova. And thanks to the energy manipulation, this Banshee might go down. Ooh.
And now, when Mushuk's entering into the board here, you're whipping broccoli here,
Um,
and
it
it's
feels bad, this whip now. Because I'm pretty sure 38% stamina is not enough to avoid an OX if he decided to go for Crystal Spike. And he might need to go for Crystal Spike here.
um. I mean, yes, to making sure that you're getting secure kill on Adoro, that is needed, but it goes for it anyway, and it kills Adoro, and the overexertion should
Uh,
happen. Just a
I
little bit.
really don't understand why Reiner didn't swap on that spot. Maybe he's trying to do as much damage as possible in Prairier. But either way, here is Nofiel joining the battlefield. Oh, okay. Nofiel would die for sure. So now we are about to see maybe a double up on Perrier, right? It needs to kill Perrier before Perrier do another. Oh, never mind. He's going for Nofiel. And he gonna kill in the end of this turn if he didn't hibernate. We see a Dust Vortex, Broccoli survives, and Hibernate is used, so Nofiel lives once again.
This
Now,
this bear.
Sense, yeah, like Sandstorm, does it have Sandstorm? Yeah, it does,
It
it
has.
does.
It has.
So, Sandstorm kills Broccoli. And Barrier cannot kill, like a double up on Panzer Fox is needed, right? And they're gonna try to kill Panzer Fox.
Panzerfaust is
So
the
if
biggest issue here.
I would say yes.
And
Like if it goes for Sandstorm, Broccoli just die, and that's GG. So
that,
never mind, he's going for Nofiel. Okay, so Nofiel dies, and it will be okay, and it will be Perrier versus Spencer Fox. My bad.
even
You are
though,
right. Yeah, like Ark also got it right. It was my bad. Bad read from the caster.
I mean, we are
Co-caster.
casters. We are just gonna be guessing what they're gonna do while they actually do a completely different turn. So it's understanding at least. And with this overexertion wolf, we can't do anything. And Alola decided as well to resting with its Perrier, which means that Wolfie will survive the next uppercut. So by this, it looks like this Mashuk doesn't run with P-Jab. So if there was at least one P-Jab, that would have been already game over for Reiner, but it's still hanging there. Now
Yeah, another uppercut will be used here,
oh
and
my god.
it did an OX, right? It did an OX. Okay, so this is GG.
And
Because
this is
if he decided to go for a P jab, he would OX. So great read from Alola.
and Alola's taking the first match. And we do see both Madrid and Naga have been banned immediately. Whenever you are not in a tournament, that I can walk in and feeling comfortable. Whenever you are in a tournament, I'm feeling scared and leaving immediately.
I would say soon for me.
TM soon or soon TM. Anyway, let's dive back into this match here. We see Turok and Tolkien being picked up from Alola, while Wolf is back again on the board here, together with Kino. So there's might be a chance that we're going to see another buffed up Wolfie in the long run here.
Could happen. Like, but now it was differently. Like Alola, sorry, Reiner last time picked Scaravolt here.
And
No, I don't play tournament for a long time. Like in-game tournaments, I played here and there, but yeah.
And I have yet played a tournament, so except from this in-game tournaments. Okay, so we see Tolkien being banned, and we see Nidrasil being banned on the other side as Mashuk, and Mix being picked up from Alola, while Scarable has been picked up from Reiner. And it does looks like it's started to getting like good picks up here from both tamers here. And the Yowler's coming in here, so Reiner having definitely two different options to go with. You either try to buff up Wolfie as it were really good in the previous game, or you can start buffing up Yowler here, which is going to be a huge problem. So now is my question, if this Mashuk doesn't run at all with PJab, that can be a long run issue for this Mashuk. However, if we're able to taking out this Wolf, even though it had 3+ defense.
Well, I would say that the win condition for Reiner is the way he will play with Scaravolt. If he can manage a good swaps from Scaravolt, I would say that he wins this game, especially against 3 flying Temps.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that point. And
in the previous game, we saw the Scaravolt dying the turn 1. So if Reiner can bring the Scaravolt live longer and hit a little here and there, 4 of Alola Temps are weak to moves from Scaravolt.
that is absolutely correct. And in the long run, it's just going to be a problem, especially if this Turok falling down. That means you need to find attempts that having any sort of poison ticks to start chipping down this Scara. As Scara is coming in here on the board in front of this Turok. Getting the Fiery Soul here. The plague is still landing on towards the Turok here. As the Stoneball still landing, and Reiner tried with the hard read here. It doesn't get anything for it. No pay at all as the Scara is falling down once more.
Yeah, so it keeps the same way. 1 kill, turn 1 for Alola. And 1 kill is for Scaravolt, so it feels really bad for Reiner, since that Scaravolt could do so many things.
Yes, I mean, I can understand that Reiner tried to just blocking from Fire Soul, but if that Stoneball did not targeting on towards the Kino slot, that would have been much better for Scaravolt, but now it actually happened, as Scaravolt is completely gone right now. And if we're looking over what else Reiner could have swapped in there, I think that he still want to use Yowler as much as possible. But I'm thinking at this point that Scaravolt is much more valuable to have, especially against Tolkien and Barnshire. Those two is particularly being a huge problem across over Reiner's team here.
It was a really good raid from Alola here, and now is saving Cage Me for later. Broccoli is the one to join the battlefield. And here we see Afar is so hitting so hard on Kinu. Kinu goes for the Beta Burst. And he hits Broccoli. So, and Plagues also. It'll make Broccoli with low HP, and this might be a little complicated for for future turns. Luckily for Alola, it is not a handcuffs Wolfie, so Alola might want to swap it.
Turkey is heading out, letting Perrier come in here. Wanted to start using uppercut, but a whip is coming in here just to making sure to outspeed Kino, knowing potentially a sacrifice will happen here. Have to secure the kill of it. As DV is coming in and securing the kill on Broccoli.
Yeah, good read from Alola. Guarantee that sacrifice won't be used. So Reiner did also good to like guarantee the kill, because if he wants to be a little greedy, Noafia would join the battlefield and get the sacrifice from Kino. So in the end, really good move from Reiner as well.
Yeah, but
and here is Stukan joining once again, and we're about to see the mom's. Oh no mom's launch from the Stukan. My bad.
yeah, there's no lunch here. You're not getting any lunch today here. Anyway, Ryder is definitely in a rough position right now. If we say this, if you throw in Yowler and Alola saw this coming, Chicken would have come in. Now we see actually Adora came in. Tolkien came in, apparently. I mean, even if Turok came in, it's still a big problem because all three are wins, and one of them is mental. And Ryder going to have a hard time against this board right now.
Yes, like Lola is playing really good here. Here we see a NATO landing. And it is, wow, a lot of damage. Energy Manips used against Barrier. It also do like 45% damage total. And there is the handcuffs. Uppercut lands on Panzer Fox, doing also good damage on it. While it will be a little mitigated by the regen. 6 turns of regens is something that Reiner really wants to make this Wolfie last longer. The problem is there is no there is no way for Shana to kill this. Oh no, there is Beta Burst yet, right? But I think like Wind Burst also like lands first. And here is a sacrifice. Okay, so now Nofiao is +2/+2 on defense and special defense. It might be the win condition here. Wind Burst lands, 84% damage, HP left.
And
the Toxic Tick, yeah, the damage from the wastewater and the Toxic Tick make this Yolar with only 6% HP left. Panzer Fox joins the battlefield once again. I didn't pay attention. Did Barrier OX?
It did OX quite hard as well.
Okay.
I think it lost like 12%.
Okay, so Reiner is getting things back little by little here. Would you show off this turn or started doing some pressure?
I mean,
I think show off is the best, right?
I mean, Turkey's low stamina and Perry did overexert, so I would say that you have an opportunity to do show off here. But if Chicken comes in and Yowler doesn't get any value out of that, I mean, you have basically lost a whole turn, but you want to start getting damage out here no matter what. As Bargy actually coming in on the board here.
Yeah, DV lands on Perrier. He doesn't kill, and here is the first show off. Nofiao now has Hibernate able to be used, but at the same time Chicken can do a lot of damage on this guy. And we don't know if Alola runs Tenderness. It might run this, and might be a good call here. Or another Wastewater to try to do as much damage as possible on this Nofiao. Can a double up kill Nofiao?
I think a Beta Burst is going to do still good damage, even though with +2 special defense. However, together with the weight,
it would do? 37, I would say.
I'm gonna say that much.
Okay. Not even 37. Not close. Not even close. And here we see a 7 suplex. Wow, this Barnes is gonna go down. Ooh, does this stay still? I was expecting Panzer Fox to attack here.
I think that Panzer Fox is still needed the stamina for the long run. Even though with the sweatband here, every single move that Panzer Fox have costs too much stamina. So you kind of have to consider: do I want to attack or do I not want to attack?
Well, looks like game settled for me. Like a double up on Ophiel kills it. NATO is used here.
But it's
You
just
guarantee that
hanging.
it would land first, yeah. And Chicken goes down, and here we're gonna see Perrier doing a wastewater, guaranteeing a kill on Ophiel and killing itself to be able to do a double swap. Yes.
Which is not a bad idea from Alola here. Getting one that is
Yeah, indeed.
physical and one that is special, and one of them can actually apply burn status condition. And we know that this Tolkien is faster than this Wolfie.
Yeah, so now Feather Gatling and Fire Soul is expected here, right? So here is Fire Soul to mitigate the incoming damage from Plague on Kagemi. Plague lands, Kagemi survives one more turn. And here is the Feather Gatling. And it doesn't do that much damage as I was expecting. Buffy still has a chance here, especially with the Sweatband. But if it goes for the kill here, he gonna Wex. No matter how, I think Reiner got this.
So
at least it looks like.
Okay, so here's the thing though, that if you go for an oversearch here just to kill Turok, sure, that means that there's gonna be one less Tem attacking you. But this is your last heal region, so you kind of wanna consider: do I really want to attack or do I not? But Ryan decides to attack anyway, secure the kill on the Turok, taking the small overexertion, as it's still gonna get a little bit healed back. I believing that Alola's gonna have the rest as well.
Reiner got this. I think Reiner got this, especially because of the lifeful sap and the sweatband.
I mean, there's no life of sap right now. If not, Reiner's gonna go ballsy and go for it this turn. Oh, it overstarted actually.
Now NATO, can it kill? If it doesn't kill,
What just happened there?